Hey, what's up guys? Bright2J back with an all-new Yay Toys Plus, and today's review is going to be on the Mezco Toyz 112 Collective PX Previews exclusive Symbiote Spider-Man. Whew, that's a mouthful. Anyway, a big shout out to my buddy Noel at Near Guard Toys for getting me this figure as a birthday/wedding gift. So Noel, thank you so much for making this review possible. With that being said, let's take a closer look at Symbiote Spider-Man. And here's Symbiote Spider-Man, and I have to say, I love this figure. I have not put him down in the week that I've owned it, and again, thank you so much to Noel for making this figure review possible. Symbiote Spider-Man is the second of the two Spider-Man figures that I own. I never got around to picking up Miles Morales, and I do kind of regret it. I never got around to reviewing the red and blue Spider-Man because life kind of got in my way. At that time, I was in the process of planning a wedding and looking for a new job. I am happy to say that I got a new job and I got married 2 weeks ago, and now I have a little bit more free time to pump out figure reviews. And to those of you that have been subscribing and watching my old content, thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to put out as much new stuff as I can in the next couple of weeks. You have my word. Now back to the figure. I love this figure. I think he's super posable. He's definitely on my top 5 Mezcos. He's definitely going to be on my top 5 list this year. I'm debating if I want to do a top 10 action figure release video or whatever. I always say I'm going to do it to myself, and then I never get around to recording it. So maybe with this new job, I get to actually do that. Because I know there's a lot of things coming out in the next couple of months, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of honorable mentions and all that good stuff. So yeah, this figure is pretty awesome. Don't mind his hand just coming out a little bit. There we go. They rubberized the hands, so it's not as hard into, you know, swapping pieces, which I think is cool. They altered little tiny things. And I started noticing the rubberized hands around, let's see, Batman had a little bit more rubbery hand than older Mezcos. Yeah, but this figure is pretty awesome. I do love the pleather. It's on there, you could see the muscle tone, but yet it's not skin tight. And I think that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people that love this figure, but I know a few people that call this the pajama Spider-Man. I can see that, but that wasn't stopping me from picking this up. You know, I was buying this figure regardless. I was literally going into Near Guard to buy this figure and then was surprised with a gift. Which I think, you know, I cannot believe that was done, but we're not going to, you know, go on more of that. But yeah, this figure, one thing I noticed that's different with this Spider-Man, aside from the outfit, they made it where, like, you could kind of roll up the sleeves a little bit to give yourself easier times putting the hands on, I think. I think that's why they did that. This Spider-Man only comes with the one head, which is fine. I don't need an alternate. I think it's sculpted really nice. I think the eyes came out really, really nice. I think the white for the Venom logo came out great. On the back, too. I mean, you're going to get the stitching work. It's just how Mezco is. That's, you know, real cloth on figures. It's what that's their thing. God, I totally lost track of how many Mezcos I own at this point. I think I'm at 30. Not bad in almost a year and a half. But yeah, this figure definitely really posable. Get the arms that go out all the way. You can get the arms to go up about that much. Actually, go a little bit further back too. I didn't realize that. You could probably make them go all the way around, but I don't want to rip any stitching. Even though there's a lot of looseness underneath, I'm just, you know, not going to do it. So the head can go down about that far. Back really far, too, with the neck. I think that's really great. diaphragm, he has some really good articulation there. And you get the little bit of waist articulation too to work with it. What else you got? You got the legs that go out about that far, back about that far, but he can split really well as a spider can. Double jointed knees, and then you got that ankle articulation it's in there. And so I'm gonna voice my opinion on something real quick. As I inspect my figure. Okay, that was just a shadow. Wanted to make sure I didn't rip any stitching. Yeah, I'm gonna voice my opinion on the ankle articulation. So every company's different. I mean, whether it be Hasbro or SH Figure Arts or Mezco, Mafex, Figma, you know, everybody has a different take on articulation. So I know a lot of people complaining about the articulation on this particular Spider-Man, and I get it. I feel the frustration, but it'll never be a Marvel Legend. You know, their ankle articulation, I don't know what they do. Their articulation's great, but Mezco has their own way, and they've definitely been improving since the early stages of Mezco. You know, like, and the first Mezco that I ever got was Shadowland Daredevil. He was the Comic-Con exclusive in 2016, and I bought it at Comic-Con, and that articulation's great for what it is. And then, you know, Spider-Man, the articulation is better, and then this one, a little bit better than the last. So they're going to keep improving. Just got to give them time. So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, because I keep seeing a lot of things in forums about, like, the complaints of the ankle articulation. So that's my opinion on it. And, you know, it's going to get better. Just got to give it time. I mean, Hasbro wasn't good at one time, but we don't talk about that. All right, so now that I spoke about his articulation, let me talk to you about his accessories. So as for Spider-Man's accessories, you get a handful, not a ton, but it's just enough. First, we'll get talking about the display base. You know, the nice fingerprint magnet display base. I think it's cool. I do like that they put the Venom logo. Or the Symbiote Spider-Man logo, to be corrected. Same thing, you know, with all the Mezco stands. Comes with this piece here, which is, you know, nicely articulated for you. You got the, you know, the piece at the bottom, in the middle, the top, and then this rotates, and then this, you know, and there we go. All Phillips head, so you don't have to worry about finding some random screwdriver. You can definitely, you know, just use a Phillips head and tighten it or loosen it to your heart's desire. And of course, same rule apply. Use this piece here to pop the little peg out, and then you plug this guy in here. Mine's a bit tight apparently, but you plug it in and no, there you go. He comes with this little gadget too, magnet on the bottom, and this little clasp, same thing, Phillips head, and you could have him on a piece of metal doing his little Spider-Man stick to walls thing, and it comes in this nice little piece of foam. Can't forget about this. You know, the 112 Ziploc bag for does not come with kitten hair. Yeah, so the Ziploc bag for all the pieces in case you don't want to keep the really cool tin that it comes in, but I keep my boxes and my tins. So there's that. You already see the two hands that he's been displaying in the you know, middle section of this video here. So you got the one kind of open hand and one that looks like, you know, like knuckles. He's about to, like, climb. So there's those. As I showed, well, as any figure would come with, rather. Not that I showed him, but here's the default fist. I think it's painted nicely there too. And there's this notch, which, you know, we'll get into that in a second about why there's a notch. But it's that. He comes with one more set of hands, and that's these open web grabbing hands. Both looking really good. Both slipping out of my hands. But yeah, nice paint work there too. As for webbing, he comes with this guy right here. I think it's done really, really nicely. Yeah, this is like the full-on about to grab the bad guy. He comes with this one right here too, another grabby type, which I think looks really good. There's some flex to them. They're not bendable, but there's some flex. So just be careful, you don't want to break it. He comes with two little web blasts. One's longer than the other. But you can mix and match with your red and blue Spider-Man if you have it. So if you want two shorter ones or two longer ones, you could do that. I do like the pearl white paint that they used for all of these pieces. And the sculpting is just really, really nice. And then he comes with this one. This is bendy wire, so this is fun. Sometimes I try to mimic it, like the, if you guys have the Revoltech one, I do like the lasso. Or sometimes I like curl it around my fingers and then, you know, make it like, you know, webby or whatever. And it holds nice in hand too. Yeah, like it holds nice in hand. So that's that. And now to show you what it's like to put on like the webbing. So basically, let's pop the hand out there. There's this little notch in the fist, and then you could take the webbing and you kind of loop it in. Goes in the fist, which I think is cool. Unlike other, you know, companies where I've seen where like you have to put it on the peg itself. It would help if I put the proper hand on to. Oops. Let's try that again. But yeah, same thing. You know, just loop it in. All right, we got the proper fist this time around, and there we go. You could have them, you know, doing all sorts of Spider-Man-like things. And we'll take the other hand here. That's the one with the open hand for the web grab. This is where I first noticed the rubberized fist. The rubberized hand was I was having a difficult time putting the hand on it first when I first got him. The very first night where I got to pose around a really, really wonderful Mezco. As you see, it's doing that thing again. But yeah, it does fall off the hand. You just got to be careful because of the rubberized piece. This would be the time where if I knew how to do the proper editing magic, I would have the please stand by old sign with the music. You know, it said you could just watch me struggle. The struggle is real. Wow, really, Spider-Man? But yeah, once you get it on, it does work. I don't know why I'm having technical difficulties today. So yeah, we're going to take the other webby piece there, and we'll have them do this instead. Yeah. Which for some reason seems to work better. And I don't know why. Could just be the type of day I'm having too. It is warm in my apartment. Got a heat wave going on today. Left Miami in the heat, came back in the heat. Urgh. So yeah. A little bit of focus. I gotta focus on the webbing too so you can see it better. So you see, it looks good. I mean, I don't know how it's really coming out here, but it holds. And I think that's great. Sorry about the technical difficulty part there. I am going to definitely take a nice long look at that issue, and, you know, I will make sure I have a picture of him holding the web somewhere along this video, probably in the start, like I said. Yeah, so I really like this figure. I think he's great. He's a really nice addition to my Mezco collection. He's just all around great. I mean, I've been a fan of Symbiote Spider-Man for a while. I've always liked the black outfit ever since I was a kid. Somewhere in my mom's closet, in my old bedroom, I should say, is my Hasbro one, and then my Toy Biz one from the classic line years ago. But yeah, that's how long I've been a fan of Symbiote Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean, aside from, you know, everything else in this video, I got nothing else. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for the technical difficulties. You guys have been great. Thank you for, again for subscribing and watching my older content. As I said, I'm going to try to, now that I have, you know, more available time, I'm going to put up, you know, as many new videos as I can. I'm thinking about starting that late to the party part of my channel, which is like old school figures that I haven't reviewed yet that have been out for months. So if you guys want to see that, please comment down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit subscribe. If you like this video, please hit the like button and please share with your friends. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.